Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name is Fred Wheeler and today I'm going to show you how I am playing my games online. I'm using Skype, I'm using Theatre of the Mind, and I'm also using a bit of old school stuff as well because I don't use a virtual tabletop, but I'm using Theatre of the Mind and I'm using a battle mat and miniatures, so I thought I would show you exactly what I have here. So I've got this Pathfinder combat pad. It's for tracking initiative and for sort of writing down the monsters' hit points as they get reduced and stuff like that. I have my phone. There's a lot of apps on the phone that I use while I'm running the game that I don't get on the computer, so I keep that pretty close by. I've got my miniatures down here, so if I need to grab anything in particular I can grab them, and it usually covers sort of the gambit of all the things I would usually use. I've got my dice. I've got a bunch of dice, about 3 sets, but usually I'm going to use the wooden dice because I just like rolling wooden dice. I've got the character miniatures in a little tray, and the tray is also used for rolling a dice so the dice don't roll off my table and wind up on the floor and then I've got to try and find them in the dark. I've got a few orcs already out ready to go. I've got a couple of notebooks. I've got my pen notebook where my notes that I'm absolutely sure are not going to change go in, and then I've got my pencil notebook where I am still adjusting things and might tweak things before they go into the main notebook, so I have a reference for things later on. Glasses of water because of course you do a lot of talking and it gets hot and so forth. I've got my Dragon of Icespire adventure book ready to go, and I've done a whole bunch of prep. I've got my, I don't know if you can necessarily see this, but I have a small Chessex battle mat on the desk, and I can write on it with this wet erase pen here. And I've got paper towels over here for wiping everything off. Got my lights, got my webcam here, I've got my microphone, and I'm using earbuds or little earplugs rather than a headset with, or earmuffs as you might say. Then I've got all my boxes sort of down just below here behind me, and a couple of other things behind me as well which aren't really terribly useful. But look, if I can do this, and I know what you're thinking, what about when you do a battle grid? All I do with running anything that requires miniatures on a battle grid is I just change the angle of the camera and point it straight down at my desk. I've already tested it to make sure it's going to line up in the right place, and I just draw everything out here, show everybody. When I'm finished, I just change the camera back to where I want it to be, which is pointing at my face, and I'm done. You can do the same thing, easy peasy. Now if you found this useful, fantastic. I have hundreds of videos for players and dungeon masters that help you to play the game, and you're welcome to go and check those out. If you want to support the channel so I keep doing things like this, content like this, I have a Patreon page, I have affiliate links to the book depository and Amazon, I have a merchandise shelf underneath all of my videos. I run ads on my videos, so just watching my videos will help me out. Make sure to share, like and subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified when I go live and when I publish new videos. And hey, till next time, keep rolling those 20s.